Good afternoon, Rob Garino, meteorologist here at Live Weather Blog's afternoon edition here, July 9th, Friday, as we head into the weekend throughout the East Coast and the rest of the country. We're going to take a quick look at radar. And what's really getting our attention is this spin right here. This is a area of low pressure, somewhat tropical characteristics. You take a look outside this afternoon and you'll see those puffy clouds and those typical clouds you see in Miami in the tropics. So there is a little bit of a tropical influence today with this system, and it's again moving all the way into the mid-Atlantic region. This big spiral actually of circulation, and even down south you see an offshore wind, and this is where we're going to sort of create some squalls to come in into the Carolina coast, and even the beaches this afternoon will get a couple of heavy thunderstorms, those typical quick tropical rains that you see. Now this front is sagging back, as I predicted the last few days. It's going to take its time getting here, but when it does, it's going to dump a pretty good amount of rain tomorrow, particularly in the afternoon and evening hours, and should be out of here Sunday. So we'll salvage some of the weekend. Now we'll take a look at what's going on a little closer in the Doppler radar out of Mount Holly, and there's that big batch that could make it again into New York this afternoon with heavy rain and a potential for some flash flood warnings along Long Island this afternoon. And if some of that does get drawn in, you can see these lines of storms here. These are very, very heavy bands of rain. Again, tropical in nature, comes down for a few minutes, then it leaves. We'll have to keep an eye on this. The ground is very hard because it's very parched in many locations. 11 days in a row now in Philadelphia without rain. That is going to change here later tonight and tomorrow. Eastern U.S., here's how it looks. There is the spinning in motion. You can see it right there. Again, the clouds getting drawn in right in this little semicircle right here into the mid-Atlantic, and you see a little buckle in the front. There's what was going to be Bonnie, but you can see a little bit of a buckle here as this first front tries to come through. The second one will give it enough push to get through here Saturday night into Sunday. So we go ahead and look. Here's the picture right now out of the Canadian model, looking right at this moment. And what we're projecting again is as we put this in motion, you'll see, just focus in this area and then right here and watch this front as we animate it and show you the next, say, 24 to 48 hours. This is going into, this would be tonight. Later on tonight, about 10 o'clock, some showers and storms developing in Reading and Allentown. It looks like most of the stuff will hold off to about 9 or 10 o'clock, and then you'll get a good band of showers and storms developing later tonight if you have plans. This is the area to watch. Some of this rain is going to be locally heavy in the dark green. And then we animate into tomorrow, and again, this is through, I'd say about tomorrow afternoon. Most of the showers will develop off the coast of New Jersey and Delaware. It'll start to dry out later tomorrow into tomorrow evening, and then as we animate and go into the next Sunday morning activity, here's where we go. This is how it's going to look Sunday morning and afternoon. The low pulls out, get a nice northwest wind, which is a drier, less humid wind. We get a nice break here. It'll be warm on Sunday, but again, lower humidity and a nice breeze. Beautiful afternoon Sunday. And as we animate the rest here, this will go right into Monday. Nice dry patch here. High pressure will build in, and then our next front starts to build in right back here. This will arrive early next week. Looks like maybe a Tuesday at this point. So we'll take a look at what the numbers are, and again, they're hard to look at, but I'll circle them. This is for this morning. Again, the newest model run in this afternoon, showing again that shower activity we now have in the 50-mile radius around Philadelphia. There's the 14 and the 2. And again, with a tropical air mass like this in this system off the Carolina coast, I wouldn't really pay attention on the numbers as so much the timing, because they could go a lot higher in any one of these downpours this afternoon. The lift is there. Certainly have some cape working, which is what we look for, the big cumulus clouds. And then as we get into tonight, by 7 p.m., this 24-hour period, this is actually tomorrow morning. This is around 7 or 8 tomorrow morning. There's the precip. Then it picks up tomorrow afternoon, 0.40, 0.36. And again, this number could easily be tripled. So 3/4 of an inch could easily be 2 inches of rain as we watch here, particularly about an inch of rain. But any one of these heavy downpours, we certainly have the lift, -1. Anything negative creates lift in the atmosphere, and we look at the sweat index. I don't think we're going to see really a whole lot of severe weather, more of the drenching downpours with this sweat index not at 300. And we also have a Showalter index, which starts to get positive, meaning some downsloping wind and drying out. And you can see that by the time we get to Sunday morning, it's all gone. Maybe a little leftover coastal shower here in this 0.02, but overall it does get drier. So the main emphasis here is going to be, as we look at the forecast this afternoon, pockets of heavy thunderstorms may get a break tonight between about 7 and 10 p.m. as that second front starts to influence our area by tomorrow morning. Heavy rain at times, 70% chance tomorrow, so There will be some heavy downpours, particularly from around noon to 7 o'clock tomorrow. 1 to 3 inches possible. We'll drop off the chance tomorrow night, and then we have a beautiful day on Sunday, 90 degrees, lower humidity. Monday, Sunday, 91. Tuesday, partly sunny, will increase the humidity. Maybe a storm by Tuesday night. High temperatures at around 90 degrees. We'll have another update later on today or tonight as conditions warrant. I'm meteorologist Rob Carmino, liveweatherblogs.com. Stay cool.